Hello everyone, this is a video of what's going to be happening with the Jesus Revolution in film. Do you feel like you've been hated, or mistreated, or feeling like nobody cares about you? This same thing happened during the time of Wicked. During that time, many years ago, there was a girl named Elphaba. She was born with green skin and, well, her father didn't really like her really that much. I mean, he hated her. And, well, for years, he blamed her for what happened to her sister, Nariso, who was born crippled. And basically, he had always hated her ever since she was a child. And then, when Elphaba got into high school, she and Nariso were both going to school and such, and basically, Elphaba meets this girl named Glinda. Now, at first, they began, well, hating each other and such, and basically, they had lately become like rivals to each other. And, well, while Glinda was the most popular girl at the school, at Shiz Academy, Elphaba had always been hated and mistreated by a lot of people there, except for one boy named Fiero, who basically he cared about her, even though Elphaba, well, kind of didn't quite understand a whole lot why. But they eventually did become friends, basically. And then eventually Glinda and Elphaba did eventually become friends because of how Glinda treated Elphaba's sister, Nariso. And though Glinda tried to prank Elphaba, she eventually realized that she was wrong to treat her that way. And eventually, she did start actually becoming friends with Elphaba inside the school dance. And Glinda helped Elphaba become popular and such, and to help fulfill Elphaba's dreams by becoming the wizard's assistant. But then when Elphaba met the wizard, she realized that he was causing a lot of trouble for many animals and such, becoming a very much a fool, because all he cared about was power more than his people. And Elphaba decided to fight against that enemy. And basically, years passed. Elphaba had been fighting against the wizard basically ever since. But unfortunately, things only got worse when she tried to do whatever she thought it would work, but ended up failing and such. And then eventually it sort of made her crazy a little bit when her sister got hurt in a house crash, basically, which led a little bit to the sort of thing of the Wizard of Oz and such. And basically it caused a lot of trouble. But then Glinda eventually saw sense on what she was doing and lying to herself and to everyone else. And eventually, she and Elphaba eventually did reconcile further mistakes, even though it led to Elphaba being destroyed and such by Dorothy Gale. And basically, Glinda finally made up for all the mistakes that were caused there and decided to help the animals and such fighting for their rights finally and allow them to be as equal as the other munchkins and all the other people there. And then when Fiero, who was alive, who became the Scarecrow, he and Elphaba both escaped the castle and secretly sneaked out of Oz, never to see Glinda again. Even though Elphaba wished she could tell Glinda that she was alive, she knew that she couldn't. It was all for the best, really. And Glinda basically continued on and actually being good instead of pretending to be good. This place, it is yours. I don't care about what anyone else thinks about you. If you feel like you're an outcast, then join us here. If you feel misunderstood and judged, this is where you belong. If you feel caught in something you've done or are doing, you will find forgiveness and freedom right here. No guilt trips. This is your home, and I want you to tell all of your friends about it. There's a place for you here. Now, the church doors are open for you any time of day. And if there are some people who don't like that, well, then that door is open for you too. It works both ways. Thanks so much for watching, and God bless you.